Thank you, everybody, for joining us this morning, taking time out of your busy days. We are delighted you can join us for today's webinar. I'm Nigel McShane-Jones, and I am the Partnerships Manager here at Stuba and Go Global Travel. And we are delighted to welcome Gisela Louisa from Robinson Hotels. And Gisela is the head of sales for Robinson Hotels. And they've got 26 properties around the globe. And we're just going to focus on one or two today. And Gisela has already told us she's based in Athens. So it's I'm very jealous because it's probably a lot warmer there. So thank you for Gisela for joining us today and taking time out of your busy day to tell us about your wonderful product.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very excited about this opportunity. Corina and I have been working for a couple of years with this partnership with different hotels. Then we focused into Cyprus. So this is our first joint activity,
Yes.
and hopefully the first of many more. So
Yes, we are happy to this event.
yeah, so Corina is our door opener in the Go Global world. So yes, very much appreciated.
Fantastic. Excellent. Right. So let's dive in then to your wonderful product.
Okay. So let me knowledge learn today.
Okay.
And we can start. So
perfect.
Robinson Cyprus. Before I start and get into the property itself, I would like to briefly comment a little bit about our brand. Robinson is a brand that has been in the market for more than 50 years. As you can see, it started in 1970. It was a partnership between Robinson by TUI and Steigenberger. Nevertheless, in that very first year, the first hotel opened, but it wasn't until 2021 when Robinson Cyprus came on board. This used to be another property in Cyprus as well, same location with Aldiana, that was successfully taken over by Robinson. Our logo is a parrot, mainly because the parrot is very sociable, likes to talk, enjoys living with friends and family, and has a sense of humor. So we dare to think that we are like that. So what we want is to provide and to inspire guests to stay with us in a sociable, humorous, and cheerful way. We, like I said, during the early times, the first hotel was a surf camp in Fuerteventura. But then little by little, it started evolving. And what it is today is a successful premium brand that has been very successful in decades, mainly targeted and working only with German-speaking markets. So it is for us very common until now when we present the hotel that there are people who tell us, but you are working only with Germans. And we can't deny that because it is not until COVID came that the company realized that it was time to open up to international markets, which we call global. So that is when our global sales team came on board. And 3 years ago, it was the start of it. And we are now very happy and successfully promoting it in international markets like the UK, France, Italy, and Middle East and so on. We have clubs for everyone, like for adults only. It's not Cyprus. We don't have that many, but for example, we have one in the Maldives. We have two in the Maldives. One of them is adults only, so that's where you get most of the weddings, the honeymoons. We have another one that is for adults only in Cape Verde, for example, and another one in Austria in Feverbrunnen for adults only. The rest are for family or for all. Robinson Cyprus happens to be for all, which means that all the services, the infrastructure, and the entertainment is equipped for families as well as adults only. For family, we have a few hotels that are very much specialized. And when I say very much specialized, it's because there is a specific restaurant only for babies up to 2 years old, where mothers come and can select the food that the child will go, and it's prepared right in front of them. So we
Wow.
have Pamphylia
That's
in
amazing.
Italy and Pamphylia in Turkey, and another one in Puglia in Italy that is that much specialized.
That's really
Nevertheless, it's
clever.
important to say yes, but
Yeah.
for other properties like Cyprus, we have entertainment for children according to the age, so that everybody gets to, gets to find something that they like to do. Throughout the years, though, we have retained and focused a lot into what originally is the DNA of our brand, which is sports, togetherness, and high quality. So to me, it is a little bit, like a cliche always saying, like, we are a German brand, so you get what we offer. And that is true. Very much focus into quality, into, you get what you are offered. So clean, straightforward brand with lots of add-ons and entertainment for them.
Okay. Gisela, I'm really sorry to interrupt you. I just
Yes.
remembered, and I should have said this at the very beginning to our
Yes.
audience. We do have a fabulous prize to
Yes.
give at the end of the presentation. So Gisela will be asking a question later on, and it will be our usual scenario. The first person to answer the question correctly in the chat will win a wonderful prize, and Gisela will tell you what that prize is at the end of the webinar. So apologies, I should have said that straight away. But yeah, something exciting to look forward to at the end of the presentation. Sorry, Gisela, back over to you.
No, that's okay. Thank you so much. So what is that makes Robinson so unique? It is that in addition of the services, the quality that I mentioned before, and our aim to become a place where guests want to come back. We are very proud to realize that at the moment we have made it to have become a premium brand. We are in most cases in Europe, we are a premium 4-star brand, which is difficult to describe and difficult to find, because in most cases, when you look online for services, you find either 4-star or 5-star. You don't get in between. We are there in between. So that's one of the most important reasons why I value this opportunity, to be able to explain a little bit that it's, and why not, to offer the possibility that if you ever are in the area planning a trip to Cyprus, just let me know. Maybe we can find a way to make it possible for you to visit, maybe to stay at the hotel, so that you can experience it. Because in my opinion, it's the best way that you can learn a little bit more experience, so you can sell it. So
that sounds wonderful.
Yeah. Our target guest is normally, not the one that always goes to a 5-star, but it's always the one that really asks for a higher level of service, the one that doesn't necessarily is looking for, that value or the special rate. We are there and well positioned within that segment. This is one of my favorite slides, because this is what Robinson is about. In plain language, everyone who goes there will find something to do, which could be sports, fun, entertainment, or like this lady down here, nothing. So nothing is so important when you are on vacation. So
that's me.
I like it so much. Even when I go visit for work, I always take the time to do this. Nothing. Because I think it is, you were saying, sorry? No, it's so important for guests to be able to enjoy, but to have the peace of mind that everything is organized prior to your arrival, that you really don't need to worry about anything. If you are going with children, you can always plan an activity or two where you and your child, your children can, spend some quality time, but then you go back here and then you can do that. So if you have kids and you need help with them for a couple of hours, a few hours to entertain them, and they are 4 years old, there is a plan that can help you do that. Somebody will be there teaching them to draw, to do something nice. If you have a 13, 14, 16, 17-year-old, which these are a little bit more difficult to please, we have a lot of sports. So they can do SAP, they can learn to play something different, to join the volleyball or to play volleyball, beach volleyball, soccer, a little bit of tennis. So there is something for them to do. You want to learn something new? Well, you can always enroll, maybe to do yoga with your teenage daughter or alone. But then if you, yes, yes.
Yeah, no, I was going to say a couple of things. We've had somebody presenting like hotels and destinations before, and they said they go to the gym every day.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, well, no, that's not a holiday. Why would you go to the gym every day? But obviously here you have the option. And we asked the audience, who goes to the gym whilst they're on holiday. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll ask that question as well, and people can put something in the chat. But
Yeah.
with regards to the extra activities that
Yeah.
you're talking about, like the paddle boarding, the canoeing, are those included in the price, or are those at an extra cost?
Most of the activities are included. For example,
Okay.
if you want to take part at a spinning class, it is
Right.
included. There is an application that we share with our guests. So we encourage them to download it. So before arrival, they know what kind of classes are available at no cost.
Okay. Okay.
Even if your child or you yourself would like to play tennis, you can be at that application, reserve the court, the tennis court, and play. We don't charge for the rackets or the ball. We would charge
Excellent.
if you would like a specific class, some training,
Right. I'm with you.
If you would like to go on a catamaran for a ride and you don't have a license, then we charge because we need to train or something
Sure. Okay.
before you go.
Yeah, that
Otherwise,
makes
if
sense.
you have your license, you can go. So
Sounds
these kind
perfect.
of things. So
Excellent.
yeah, and then active training is every day available for people who are. It's more and more people who don't want to derail while they are on vacation. To keep the same program. So yeah.
Yeah.
Then sharing the moment, as we said, either with your children, with your friends. We have a really great entertainment program. So there are in the afternoon, a little party for the children. Then in the evenings, we have outdoor music. But then once a week, we also have gala dinners. So there is always an opportunity to make it special. And the most important part, that beforehand, so you can plan a little bit ahead. We
Perfect.
don't chase like in other properties. I know there are other brands, I want to go for this. And no, we just leave everyone do as they wish. Our Robins
Nice.
are our main team members. They are the ones who make it happen and always attentive and looking after what they can do to help. All of this entertainment and all of these activities that we have on property are possible thanks to a strong brand cooperation we have with different brands. You recognize them. This is because there is a big affinity between sports and ourselves. Robinson Cyprus doesn't have a golf course, but we do have golf course properties where Volvo is a strong, supporter of us. Tennis, we all have tennis. All our properties have tennis, so we have also partnership with them and so on. You can see paddle is being implemented nowadays. So
Yeah, that's all the rage, isn't it?
yeah. So we are starting slowly. Like so far, I think 5 properties have already 2 paddle courts, but little by little, our aim is to have every hotel to offer that.
Sounds good.
So one of the things that this partnership allow us to do is that we organize events at Robinson. There is a calendar of events, so ahead of time, our guests can know, for example, if in Cyprus there is going to come some kind of a celebrity person on the well-fit or the active lifestyle that is also doing like sessions, offering tips and first-hand, conversations. So these are events that we also have in the application, so guests can enroll and take advantage of that.
Sounds good.
And then,
Lovely.
yeah, and then when we look a little bit about the destination, we know Cyprus has a little bit of history, or a lot of history, I must say. Nice beaches as well, and different areas to visit. So there is a lot to do. Having been there a couple of times, and coming from the UK is not a problem when you need to just drive around. To me, coming from Greece, it's a little bit more difficult. Nevertheless, The roads are really good. It's really safe there to drive around, and not a big difference, not a long distance, I must say, from where we are located. But I'll show that to you in a bit.
Okay,
So,
excellent.
falling in love with Robinson Cyprus, this is to me a beautiful picture that gives a little bit more of a description. We are located in the middle of most, let's say, if you talk about Larnaca, where the airport is, then you think a little bit about Lemeso, which is on the other side, opposite. We are exactly in the middle. So what we have here, and you can see it's an extensive beach, really long. We have a lot of sunbeds, a lot of space. So even when the hotel is full, which happens very often, and we are like 500 people, you really don't feel it. You can still see the sunbeds here. You can see the sunbeds here in this green area here as well. And there is an area here that we haven't seen, but it is where our junior suites are. And this is adults only, so there is also space for people who really want to be in peace. And then here at the end, you can see the water sports area. So from here is where all the catamarans, the SAP, everything is provided.
Yeah.
And this
so
little...
There's no need to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning to put your towel down to get your sun lounger then?
No. That's not needed there. Not needed there. Not even to run in the morning for breakfast. So if you see this little line here, this is a boardwalk that comes from probably a good 3 blocks before, and then it goes all the way through it. It continues past beyond the hotel that ends somewhere around here. And it goes like this. So you can really go up and down, get your 45-minute of walking or jogging, get the fresh, breeze of the sea in the morning and start your day and ready for whatever life brings you. But I think this is a really nice way to show that while it is a big hotel, 330 rooms, the buildings are, you can see here, you have only 2 floors above. So it is not really crowded and everything is really nicely spread out. So again,
I've just before we move on, I've just got a couple of questions from my new best friend, Marguerite.
Yes.
And she's just asking, are the sunbeds free? And she was also asking about the board basis, if it was all inclusive or not.
Yes, 2 things. The sunbeds are for free.
Excellent.
And then the board is full board, which is something that is important for me to explain, because contrary to what sometimes we have heard, full board at Robinson Cyprus include drinks throughout the meal periods. So you have your coffee, everything in the morning. You have during lunchtime, you get a selection of soft drink, juices, and also beer and wine. And that happens, it's not counted. Like you sit and you get a bottle. And if you want a second, you get a second. It's not that you get your glass of it is really the consumption that you do during the meal period. And the same thing applies for the dinner.
Okay, good.
So a nice view of thank you. And then a nice view of a section of the outdoor pool. And you can see from above. So from here, you can see, the buildings, but nevertheless, this is the pool where it has an area for children as well. This round part is the pool bar. And then this is where we offer as well, we do the swimming camps in the summer. So swimming camps are available. Same thing with tennis camps. We have 9 tennis courts on property. So it is possible to come for a vacation and your child to do, or you yourself do a tennis camp as well, or swimming camp.
Excellent.
So a few views of our tennis courts. This is a view of the terrace of the spa. Views of the sunbeds. And then, wherever you can see how extensive is the area is important to see.
And it looks as though it's quite easy to get around. So whilst it's a reasonably big property, it's not
Mhm.
massive and not huge and quite easy to get around, it looks like.
Yeah, it is because most of the, if not all, of the sports area is on this side. And
Right.
then towards the front, in front of the sea, this is the family rooms are located there, which is
Right.
right in front of the children's club. So it's
Okay.
been like
Excellent.
nicely designed so that, people can be allocated according to their interest. And there is the capacity via the application to select your own room as well. It has a cost of €2, but if you have been there once and you like the room for your next stay, you can always do it. So
Okay.
it's even nicer.
Sounds good.
Planning, German style. So water sports, we are very, very much into water sports, not only in Cyprus, but in all of our properties. So this is nice. SAP, it's another great experience. Biking tours, they are available.
Sure.
We don't rent the bikes, but there is a place right next door. And when I mean next door, like where you park the car right there. So there is a company where you can get a bike rental at any possible moment, and beautiful areas to move around and to get acquainted with Cyprus. For food and beverage, we have a big restaurant, which is our main restaurant. It has an area that is dedicated to adults only, which is really good. It has an outdoor terrace. And then we also have a beach restaurant, which is smaller and therefore offers breakfast and lunch included in the reservation of our guests. Only that because of the let's say of the area, it is smaller than a normal buffet looks in our hotel, but you get in return the view. So
Sure.
it's it's something to think about as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, every day in the afternoon, we do the sundowners. So this is the area where at the beginning I showed you we have also the green side, the sunbeds. So we turn this into a lounge outdoor area. We serve
Very
drinks.
nice.
Live music takes place there, and we are just there enjoying until the sun goes away. So this is an experience that is included as well. So guests are welcome to join that as part of their stay. A little bit more about Robinson Cyprus. So located in Larnaca, Cyprus, only 25 minutes driving distance from the airport, 20 kilometers, yes. So, and taxis are not necessarily too expensive. The last time that I was there like a month ago, it was like still 25 euros from there, which, compared to Greece or anyone else or Germany, it's so expensive, but you get easy around. We have all kinds of water sports, tennis, and different activities there. We are open from March until November, 330 guest rooms, 78,000 square meters of space. And then, of course, show you the beach, which is really great. We have direct access and a nice boardwalk where you can walk around and get a little bit of a summer breeze there. We have 2 restaurants and 4 bars because the beach restaurant also is connected to a bar there that serves drinks and coffee in the afternoon. And also we have the pool bar, and then there is a wine bar upstairs in the terrace too. We have a large pool area that is 700 square meters, an indoor pool that is located in the spa, a baby pool located at the children's club, and then the rest towels and sunbeds and parasols are included. All our hotels have mini market, doctor on site, a shop, laundry service, and Wi-Fi throughout the whole facility. And let's not forget we have a nightclub as well as a theater. So let me welcome you into our guest rooms. Perfect morning. So in most cases, you have sea view, but for the ones that don't, we have really nice views to the gardens that are really manicured and really nice. So this is a view. This is how all of our rooms look like. Very much in a neutral palette, big windows so that you can just enjoy the view. Whether it is the sea or whether it is the garden, you will just be invited to, absorb the energy of the location. So views of our guest rooms, and then I will show you a little bit the details and sizes and room categories too. Some of our rooms, the suites, they do have a living room as well. But again, as you see, the colors continue in the same palette. So the 330 guest rooms are divided into 112 double rooms, 187 family rooms, and 25 suites. Family rooms, especially the ones that are located in the area next to the children's club and the tennis club, have a nice location because if they are not interconnected, there are two different rooms that are joined by a main entrance for both of them. Is it understandable? What I'm trying to say is that we have one entrance that when you open it up, then you see like a very small hallway, and you have two doors that give you access to the different rooms. So even if the rooms are not interconnected, you have the possibility to close that room and to have the whole unit for the family.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I understand. Yeah, I've stayed in something like that before. So it's I understand completely. So you still have the absolute privacy of the two rooms. Yeah,
that's
completely.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we have 25 suites. Again,
Lovely.
you can see, that the colors remain the same. For our junior suite classic, which we have 10 units, we have 44 square meters, and then balcony and seating is a must. In this case, these overlook the garden, but nevertheless, from the side of the terrace, you can still see the beach, but it depends. If you're on the first floor, it will be much more limited. So we don't make reference to the sea. The family room comfort, which is 96 units, is 66 square meters. So here you have, more space, and you have two bathrooms here. On the suite comfort, which we only have 5, but this is a one that is also located in the area where it's only for adults. So here you have more space, you have the emperor bed, you still have a balcony or a terrace with seating area in any case. So more information, more information about our double rooms. It starts with 31 square meters. It's really ample. You can see the bathrooms are really modern and minimalistic. You can see by what it is. It is very minimalistic, but indeed lots of storage space. So even if you have family there, you won't have to live with all the luggage around. Here in these rooms, you have a minimum of 1 adult, but a maximum of 2 adults, but there is space for 1 child or teenager that can still, stay there with a put-up bed or a third person as well. So yes.
Gisela, just quickly then, what's the sort of check-in time and check-out time for folks in terms of the property?
It is 3 p.m. check-in, and then check-out, it's 11 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's nice and generous. Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Then family rooms, like I said, in some cases, like the first picture that you can see that it is connected.
Yeah.
And you don't miss any of the square meters there. So it is still the same, so it is, you really get the space for a family. So here you can easily accommodate. In this case, the beds are separated in the children's room, and then you get one that it's all together there.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and then we have the suites that we have 60 square meters. Again, we call it elegantly furnished here. It is the same, but it looks so nice just because it is simple, and simplicity meets the sea, and then everything looks so great. So lots of space here, and even in the terrace as well to enjoy a nice stay. Talking
I
about food,
love that.
yes.
I love that phrase. Simplicity meets the sea. You've just captured me now. I already wanted to go, but I now want to go even more. I love that phrase. Simplicity meets the sea. I do like it. I
Yeah,
like that a lot.
yeah. I love the sea. I'm a beach person, so that's one thing. And one of the things that I like so much about this property is that, even if you are not next to the sea, I feel that I am so close to it, surrounded by it. So I really like it
Mhm.
very much. I think that if you hear me presenting another hotel, maybe I won't be as enthusiastic, but that should not be the case. But that should not be
Well,
good.
yeah. Your enthusiasm is already infectious. And I just have one quick, a quick question from Marguerite.
Yes.
In
Mhm.
terms of the checkout, could you pay extra if you wanted a late checkout?
Yes, yes, there
You
is.
can. Okay.
Yes.
And is there a typical charge on that, or is that something that would be done at the time, depending on how full the hotel was, or?
Yes, it is normally requested when you are on property.
Right.
So
Okay.
at the moment of the check-in, if you have that, if you feel that you need it, then you should ask it there because it will always depend on the availability. In
Yeah.
some
Sure.
hotels, it is a percentage. In other hotels, it is just a fee. It have just
Understand.
been updated. So if I'm not mistaken, it should be
Okay.
around 65 euros.
Okay. All right. That sounds
Okay.
good. Thank you.
Mhm. So the moment of indulgence, of course, the food. So we
Yeah.
offer buffet breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but we also offer a late breakfast because we know that there are people who might go for, I don't know, for a class, active lifestyle, maybe yoga, maybe go do something windsurfing. So no need to be worried about the time. You can still go at 10:30 until 11:30, 12, and you will get a lighter version, but it's still a good breakfast. So that is good. For lunch, we do the bistro line, which is the same concept. So a reduced lunch in the main restaurant where you can have, again, the food and your wine, beer, drinks included there as well. So this is one thing. The other thing is also the fact that we include in our buffets also the option of the well food that everybody's going. It's very important nowadays that one is pescatarian, the other one is gluten free. So you can find that in our buffet as well. Especially one that is called that is based into Ayurveda concept. So there is a specific stand there where you can find this very, very much well food trend selection. So
Yeah.
we have one main restaurant, one beach and specialty restaurant, the full bar. We are a full board made by Robinson. Like I said, we have the late riser, the bistro line, and of course, for any special request, we can arrange that very happily.
Excellent.
About and about other events, we build events around food as well. So it could be
My
that
kind of place.
so every other week we turn one night into a beach party, which is a kind of let's say of a food street festival. So instead of serving dinner inside of the main restaurant, we serve it outside. And
I
it
love
could
that
be a
idea.
theme.
Yeah.
It could be Mexican style. It could be, Hawaiian style. So we do this kind of events, which is included, but it makes your stay different because it will be one less night sitting in the restaurant, which has nothing wrong, but it's different
Yeah.
when you
No,
have the
understand.
live
Yeah.
music
No, I love the
and all of
sound of
that.
that.
So
Yeah.
yeah. And then balayur is this concept that I was mentioning before about, the mind,
Ayurvedic. Yeah.
and all of that with comes from the Ayurvedic concept.
Mm. Excellent.
So eating well is not a problem there. You can find all your selections. Balayur, which is this concept I described for the food, is also implemented in the kind of exercises we want to do with yoga and in the treatments that we offer at the spa as well. And then Lujana is our beach parties that they do it once a week. So you have also the sundowners that I described, which is the sundowners there in the evening. So that is great as well. And then the rock carpet. This has its own, the rock carpet. It has its own slide because of a purpose. So every Friday at 7 o'clock in the evening, 6:30, I think it is, we start the night. Instead of having a normal regular dinner, if you have checked the application, then you know it ahead of time, which is highly recommended. We will inform our guests what kind of event is taking place on that particular Friday, which is our, let's say, gala dinner. Right. It is mainly because guests, or traditionally people tend to leave when they stay 1 week on Saturdays. So Friday is the gala dinner, is the day that everybody dresses up. People are encouraged to bring a nice gala dress to go there. So the night starts with outdoors live music with drinks. Then this is the night where the buffet gets an upscale version with carb stations. You get the different kind of tablecloth. So it is the upgraded version. It happens once a week, every Friday. So guests are encouraged to feel a little bit more glamorous during that days. And it happens once a week. So it's an experience itself. Mm-hmm. And then your best body time. We have a special area by the beach where morning yoga takes place, and throughout the day, other kinds of outdoor exercising, which is great. Paddle that I showed before. We have the nice catamaran ride. And then, we have a little description here: water sports, 9 tennis courts, swimming school, well-fit program, the power plate, indoor cycling, but then we have the bike rental. And then, group fitness club, golf, archery, and hiking. Golf is not on property, but it's possible to arrange that one as well. And soon to be, we have the Paro. Our beautiful spa is really big. I hope I have written somewhere how big it is, but it's as big as it looks. It has a Finnish sauna as well, and an outdoor area where guests can relax. And then, yes, we have here different views.
So I'm assuming with that picture that person who's standing on that other person's back is holding on to something at the top, because that just looks like an incredible bit of balancing act there.
I sincerely hope so, because it's so funny. Because I always think about it as well. I'm like, I'm glad I only made a facial there. So
there you go.
But
no,
it is really
I'm just
nice
being silly. Understand.
And then for children, again, we have, equipped, like I mentioned before, the little pool. We have the different programs with the, ages. And then it's really interesting, the disco special, the shows, because all of this happens. And most importantly, this entertainment takes place in English and in German as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Gisela, are those included in the price?
Yeah.
They are.
What is not included in the price is if you would like, to have a babysitter or somebody really looking after.
The clubs,
but the club,
are all included.
No.
Perfect.
You can, you can enroll your child for a walk by the beach, and those things are included. Yes.
Yeah, wonderful.
Mm-hmm. And then 7 to 12, you have a little bit more active things. And then the teenagers, the scary ones, they can get a lot of beach things. Or like one lady said, well, if it's like they really don't want to do anything, we can always get a nice corner, get some drinks, and they can all take out their phones and work, do for an hour or something, and then off we go to do something different. So there is a little bit for everyone. We also have like a nightclub as well. So this is something that is open until 3 o'clock. This part is not included, of course. This, you will be charged for the drinks that you are there. Nevertheless, a nice thing to have in case you want to rock all night long. And this is a view of our gala dinner, for example. We have
Fantastic.
white night, for example. So then we do it in this way. There is a lot of space, so we take good advantage of all of this. So we set up everything outside, and guests, are asked to come in white. But if they don't, nothing wrong with it. Other days it's black and white or whatever. But there is a theme, makes it special all the time. So this is something that we counted, and it is about 65 activities that you could do in a hotel when you stay for a week. So you don't need to do the 65, but just saying, just saying. And then there is entertainment included, because once a week we also use the theater to promote our shows. And these are made on property, but it are mainly, dancing and this kind of thing. So it's something else that you can go to see. And of course, children shows are included there. For business, some people used to come there and sit there and work for a week, which is great. Yoga by the beach is beautiful. And then we are responsible, we call it, because we are also looking after what is happening in our environment. So we recycle, we make sure that we are looking into these things. And the Robinson application, which is, I would say, the best thing that you can do or suggest your guests to do, so that they are fully aware, and they are at any time, they can, enroll and then cancel if they don't want it, but just to make really sure clever. That they like it. Really clever. And then I have a little video, which is a small one, a little bit of Robinson Cyprus vibe.
Our lives been moving so fast, been trying to stay on the tracks, almost forgot what we're missing out on. That's gonna change here and now. We'll pack our bags and we're out, right to a place that we always dreamed of. Oh, come join the ride, come along, and everybody, bring on the light, grab the sun, switch it on. Summertime or winter, good days to remember. Every laugh, every sound, every smile. Here we share the moment, skies and arms wide open. And I know here and now we will find the best of times. The best of times. Feeling so good can't be wrong, 'cause this is where we belong. Sadness to laughter and strangers to friends. Enjoying our time till it flies, a small piece of paradise, where we got all that we need in our hands. Oh, come join the ride, come along, and everybody, bring on the light, grab the sun, switch it on. Summertime or winter, good days to remember. Every laugh, every sound, every smile. Here we share the moment, skies and arms wide open. And I know here and now we will find the best of times. The best of times. The best of times. The best of times.
Excellent.
So that was it. Thank you so much for your attention and for sharing this moment with me.
Yeah, no, thank you for sharing that. I think it's appropriate that that song was called The Best of Times. As it was playing, I just Shazammed it on my phone so I could have the song and put it in a playlist. So no, I think that was appropriate. And I think I think it's very clear that, and especially going back to that slide, where you had that circular slide in terms of saying how much you could do or how little you could do. And I think you've got, a really lovely balance at the property. And the one bit that stood out for me as well, and this is because I've got a teenage stepdaughter, and there was on the slide, and it says where you can do yoga with your teenager without her being embarrassed. And I think that absolutely would sum it up for me and put you at the very top of my list in terms of coming to visit your property, because that is a big thing. As we know, if any of us have got teenagers. Thank you everyone once again. Enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week, and we will see you soon. Thank you very much indeed everyone for joining us, and thanks again Gisela. And Karina, thank you for all your help with all of this as well.
Thank you so much for everyone to join the event, and especially to Gisela for presenting their property.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you. Thanks everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye.